Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's Highland Gamer here and I'm back with another episode of FIFA 21 Career Mode with Manchester United and it's on World Class Difficulty setting. You can see today we start off against Crystal Palace and we've actually got a good episode coming up today and I'll explain all of that in a moment. But before we get into it, I'd just like to remind you to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell as well. That's going to protect you from missing any future episodes coming up, and I'm going to show you some of the things coming up very soon on this channel that you won't want to miss. If you are enjoying the videos, I'd love it if you could give it a like. That just lets me know that you are enjoying the videos, and I'd love to hear your feedback as well. So leave me a comment and anything you want to say, go ahead and say that in the comments. And for any newcomers that don't know this, I always leave the link to this playlist in the description box below. So if you want to go ahead and catch up on any of the previous episodes of this season or the previous seasons, it's all in one link in the description box. Go ahead and click it and you'll see all the videos in there for you. Let's go and have a little look at what's been going on. So here's the calendar. So you can see I'll actually go back just 1 month real quick. We beat West Ham 4-0, so that we did win the Carabao Cup, which is really good. And we start off today, as I say, against Crystal Palace, but we've got that deciding second leg against Inter Milan in the Champions League, and then we finish off against Burnley. But I said that we've got some exciting episodes coming up, so I just want to draw your attention to Arsenal in the next episode. But you can see here coming up in the month of April this is, so obviously by this point the league coming to an end. In the 1 month we've got Liverpool, Tottenham, Man City and Leicester all to play, so that's a really good month. So that's why I'm saying protect yourself so that you don't miss them by hitting that subscribe button and hitting the bell as well, and that way you're not going to miss those exciting episodes coming to the channel very soon. So this is how the table looks at the minute. We've played 27, all of us, apart from Liverpool, have played 28. So we're 2 points clear at the top against Man City. But that's obviously still very tight. And Liverpool, although they've played one more game, are just hovering there or thereabouts just behind us. So it's all to play for, can't really afford many mistakes as we approach the sort of last 10 games or so of the season. So this is the squad we're going to use. Now I've been having issues with the 4-4-2. It was like everyone in my squad was having a bit of a blip. And actually the more attacking formation that I sometimes use, again, if you're new to the channel, go back and you'll see the more attacking formation sometimes getting used in previous episodes. But yeah, I have tried to stick with the 4-4-2, and then the last couple of games it's slowly but surely sort of coming back for me. So we're gonna keep it as it is, and I'm just gonna have a look and maybe swap 1 or 2 people out if I feel they need be. But I think we're looking pretty good. So yeah, we're just gonna crack on with the first game of the day. happy with that. Obviously, it would have been nice to have kept a clean sheet, but I'll give it a good 8 or 9 out of 10. And the 4-4-2 seems to be coming back on track now. So whatever it was that was causing the issues, where I was conceding goals and not scoring goals, that seems to be going away now. And the other good news is Tapsoba managed to get him on for a little bit today against Crystal Palace. So that's gonna only help when it comes to the Inter Milan game, because his form was like -2. So let's move forward and see what's what going on. Okay, guys, so it's match day again in the Champions League, and it's the second leg against Inter Milan. Now we've got a very slender lead. I think it was like a 2-1 lead over them. So we're obviously going to be playing our stronger squad, and let's have a look at that right now. So I did take a few people off. I couldn't remember how much time I had between the games and the Crystal Palace and this game. So I popped off a couple of people like Haaland. I can't remember who else took off. Sorry, I think it was either Fernandes or Van der Beek as well. But yeah, there was plenty of time anyway, and everyone's fully rested. So Tapsoba has come back on. He's obviously -2 at the minute. Because he's obviously been injured, he's just back. But we need to get him game time anyway and get that up. And he's a good defender. So I've got my best centre-back pairing again, which is good. And we're just going to get straight into the game. Yep, that was a good performance. So happy with that. It just means that we're through to the next round. Obviously, that's what it means. But just shows what a difference a bit of form can make. Like 2-1 going into after the first leg made it seem like it was going to be a super tight second leg, but we sort of won that one with ease. And most of the time, I felt it was pretty well controlled. And I was super chuffed with Haaland's goal at around about the hour mark. That chip, first chip I think I've ever scored in FIFA. And I'm normally like rubbish. I either do them far too hard, which means it goes over the bar, or like it's basically a chip into the keeper's arms. But that was just perfect. Cheeky little goal. I could have just blasted it or killed it, but I was like, oh, I was 3 or 4 goals up already. I thought, why not? Let's go for it, and it worked. But anyway, let's move on to the Burnley game. Okay, so not actually going to go into the table there, but you can see that Man City have obviously won their games, so they're now up into first. Um, I am not sure about Liverpool, but it's more Man City that I'm concentrating on at the minute. So as long as I get a draw or beat Burnley, then we'll get top spot back. But ideally a win here, and then we can finish the day on 3 wins out of 3. Let's have a look at the squad though. So Haaland, he's just going to come off. I know he did really well, but he's showing a wee bit of fatigue there, and there's no point in playing players that are looking a wee bit on the tired side. So he can come off. Everyone else will stay on because there's no one really that's got much in the way of any fatigue, and I'd like to get like a tips over. I know his bar is the tiniest bit down, but like just to try and get his form back up as we progress through. So yeah, that's not much to change really. So yeah, let's just get on to the last game. that'll do. That was that was a nice performance to win 10-1. Obviously, I would have liked to have kept a clean sheet, but I'm not going to get bogged down on conceding 1 goal when we scored 10. Not that we needed it, but it's good for the goal difference as well. And of course, it's a win, so we go back to the top of the table. And let's have a look at that table now. As you can see there, so Liverpool played 30 and they're 3 points behind still. But ourselves and Man City both on 29, and I've still got that 2 point gap. So it is still a close run thing. Probably going to get pushed right the way to the end of the season, which is good. By Man City and potentially Liverpool as well, who had a good 4-0 win over West Ham by the looks of it there. Let's have a look at the top scorers. So you can see last season I only really had a couple of top scorers. It was Mbappe and Haaland. Now obviously Haaland isn't having quite as good a season this year, but he is starting to come up the table. He's down in 8th at the minute, but he's got 17 now, so he was struggling before, but his form's improving. Martial's obviously top on 30 and Mbappe on 29, and they've both pulled away and both played 25 matches. Haaland has played 24, so it's just slightly less, but it's still a decent amount of matches. And one thing I would say is you can see that a lot of my players have actually been able to play less games than the people around them on that chart, and that shows the strength and depth that I've got. And it's good to see Rashford up there as well. He's been scoring a reasonable amount for me recently as well. Who else is in this list? That looks like it's us. That from us. But like, so when you think Van der Beek's been scoring a few with Pogba being out, same with Greenwood starting to score a few goals in that. So even the people that aren't on this list just now, you know, there's goals coming from quite a lot of places on the in the squad. So oh my goodness, look at that. So the top 8, 7 of them are Man United players, and only Sterling gets in between them. You can see there the amount of assists we've got, and again you can see for the most part my players have played the same amount or less games than the other people in that list. Clean sheets, well actually we're 5th, which is not too bad for us, but you can see we're still miles behind Alisson, who's 1st. So that's something we definitely need to work on. So there we go, guys. That's 3 games, and we won with an aggregate of what, 10, 14, 20 goals scored and only 3 conceded. So that's really good, and you can see we've got a bit of space there between the last game we just played and playing Arsenal, which is a good thing because Arsenal's obviously going to be a tricky game. So after Arsenal, we then go and face Liverpool, and then just to add it, the actual little spice if it was needed, we've drawn Barcelona in the Champions League. Look how busy April is for us now with those Champions League fixtures. So yeah, just to sort of summarize there, next episode Arsenal, then Liverpool, then Barcelona. You don't want to miss that, guys, so you know what to do. Go and hit that subscribe button, and hit the little bell as well so you get that notification when the video goes live. It's going to be epic. If you're enjoying the videos, go ahead and hit the like button as well. I'd appreciate that. It's a little bit of feedback from me that lets me know that you are enjoying the videos. And also leave me a comment and I'll get back in touch with you as well. And just a quick reminder for anyone that's wanting to go away and watch other episodes, there is a link in the description box below, so go ahead, click that link